What's going on, everybody? It's Letitia with Barefoot Gardening. I hope that you are doing exquisite today. I am doing wonderful, and I just wanted to give you all a little update on my indoor gardening projects. So most of y'all know that I have two citrus trees, a Meyer lemon to the left and a Kalamunda to the right. And so I brought those in a few weeks ago. The temperature started to drop, and the citrus cannot survive in my zone. I'm in zone 6B. The winters here get really cold. Matter of fact, right now it's in the 40s, high 40s, low 50s right now. And so, it's cold. And so they needed to come in, and I'm so glad that I was able to keep them alive during the summertime, at least that. So now I'm going to play just a little bit with taking some cuttings and trying to root them and all that kind of thing. So if you have not seen the video, I actually took some cuttings of the Meyer lemon tree to the left. Go check that out. And I'm also going to give you all an update on how that's going. I also hand pollinated the Meyer lemon tree. And so I'm going to show you the results of that today as well. I'm very, very pleased with everything. So we're just going to see if we can get the fruit to actually grow and get this watering schedule together. And the Kalamundan, I have not taken cuttings yet, but I do plan to. But I don't know if you noticed, I've taken off all the fruit from the tree. But even before I took the fruit off, this tree still looks is in distress of some sort, and it looked distressed. It's been looking that way for about a week now. The leaves are starting to curl in a little bit. Not a whole lot of leaf drop. There's some here and there, but I think it was because the tree had so many blooms that were on it. I don't know if it's just sucked the life out of the tree or whatever, but the blooms obviously did not get pollinated because there's no bees in the house. And I have not hand pollinated the Kalamunda, nor have I found out how to do that yet. So I'm going to do that soon. But the leaves are curling in. So I'm going to get a little bit closer to that tree so y'all can see what I'm talking about. And then maybe you all can provide some suggestions for me in the comment section. But let's look at the Meyer lemon tree real quick and how it's doing. Okay, so here is the Meyer lemon tree up close and personal. And so I have tons and tons and tons of female blooms on here. I mean, they are just gorgeous. The tree is looking very, very healthy and it's doing really well. There is a difference between the female flowers and the male flowers. I did do a video on that, so go back and watch that. But let me show you. I will show you. One of my fruits have fell off. There's a little lemon right there, but the female has those little, you see that long piece in the middle. Let me get to one that is a little bit more, I don't know if y'all can tell. Let me get to the side of this one. You see how that's sticking out? That little ball is sticking out in the middle. It's called like a stamen or something like that. I'm not sure what there it is. There's a good shot of that one. But that's the male flower. The female flower. The female flower has the long piece in the middle and the center of it. Do you see how that's sticking out there? The male flower does not have that. It just has the pollen, which is the outside portion of this flower. Those little yellow pieces. Y'all see that? Right there. Let me try to get close to this one right here too, so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah. Let's see if it'll focus for us. Come on. But here you can see, yeah, you see the little yellow, there. That's the pollen. So I hand pollinated this plant, and let me show you that, because I'm very excited. It actually took this one right here. You can see the female flower here with the piece sticking out. Right behind that is a green. Do y'all see that green? That is the lemon. So I'm real excited that it took. And there's a few more here. Let me see if I can find them. There's one. I'm not doing the best on lighting here. There we go. Y'all see that one? Right there. So it looks really good. And I've hand pollinated a few more since then. So we're just giving it some time to figure out what it wants to do. But tons of blooms. Not a whole lot of male flowers on this tree, but a lot of females. And so we'll see if we can get some fruit this winter time on the tree. So here are my 2 Meyer lemon tree cuttings that I took on November 5th. And they look great. They are looking great. I just added in the video that I did on the cuttings, I did not show that putting the plastic Ziploc bags over top of them. But I just added them today, actually. So I was watching a few more videos, and it was talking about creating a microclimate for your cuttings or trees or whatever that you have. And one of the ways that you can do that is by using these plastic Ziploc bags. And again, citrus they're used to humid environments. And the cuttings are in my house right now. The temperature is, pretty much around 70, 72 degrees. I want to keep the soil, not dripping, sopping wet, but enough moisture in there for the tree to drink or the cutting to drink, and obviously to stimulate root growth. And so putting these little plastic bags over it creates a little microclimate, keeps it a little bit more warm in there. And so what I'm going to watch out for, though, is when I water, to make sure I drain off the remaining liquid, because I don't want to leave that in the bottom. I don't want to create mold, okay? And so my soil is, again, it's wet, but I need to watch out for mold issues. And one of the ways that you can prevent that, or try to prevent it, is using cinnamon. So I may put a little cinnamon in there, but right now everything is looking great. It's in indirect sunlight. I did watch some videos where they put their cuttings directly in sunlight, but mine's in indirect sunlight right now, and it is fairly warm in the house. So I'm kind of just filling it out. I've been not very successful with taking cuttings before, so I'm just going to attempt it again. I'm going to keep trying as long as I have, the tree. I can keep trying to do cuttings as much as possible. But I just wanted to show you real quick how they're doing. They look absolutely great. They look wonderful. Okay, so here are the succulents just a day or two later, and they look great as well. I did put cinnamon around these guys. I saw like 2 fungus gnats, and actually I think those gnats were in the house before I bought the soil in. I did a video on how to sanitize your soil to try to minimize or prevent fungus gnats in your house, so check that out. But again, it's just like one or two flying around, but those 1 or 2, man, can create a heap of trouble if you don't keep them down and try to do your best. I have some sticky tape and some other things in the house. Apple cider vinegar and soap and water mix can help kill fungus gnats as well. They're attracted to that sugar in the apple cider vinegar. So there's a few things that I try to do to keep them down, but the succulents are looking really good. Since I repotted, they're very, very perky. Everybody is looking happy. Sorry about the lighting. And so now let me show you the Kalamundan. So here's a shot of the Kalamundan tree, and again, it looks fairly healthy. I do think the trees need some type of fertilizer. Yesterday, I was watching Lead Farmer 73, and he suggested his fertilization technique with his citrus, specifically the Meyer lemon. He uses coffee grounds, coffee. He just pours the remaining coffee they don't drink in the basket or in the bucket as well, and eggshells and banana peels. So I'm like, dang, I got tons of that. But I have not fed the tree since I bought them in the house. So I'm considering doing that. But this is the Kalamundan. Again, it looks great for the most part, but there is a lot of leaf curl. So somebody, if you don't mind telling me what's going on, I'm gonna get a little closer so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so here is the leaves. They're just curling right up. They were not doing that initially. But again, there were tons of blooms on there, and all I did was take the tree outside and I just shook the limbs and the blooms. I mean, I wish I should have videoed that, all the blooms, but look at all the fruit that is still on there. And maybe that's another reason, because there's all these small fruits up and down the stems. But I did knock a lot of it off. But yeah, significant leaf curl. I haven't done anything to it other than water it. I spritzed the leaves yesterday with a little bit of water just to clean them off. It was a little dusty and all that kind of thing. But yeah, this is pretty much what it looks like. So if anybody has any suggestions on maybe why the leaves are curling, if I should do anything to them, if I should just leave it alone, please, please, please comment below. I welcome all comments, constructive criticism. I'm in love with, because I'm trying to learn. Thank you all for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.